Oh, too late. Okay, and away we go. Welcome back to Sports Econ 101. I'm Edward Brown, your host, along with Vern Glenn, and we're in the studio here with Scott Salzgiver. And Bruce McGowan is off today. And Vern is still thinking about this trivia question.
God.
Who headbutted the padded wall in the end zone, ending up in the hospital with a sprained neck in 1997? And if I remember correctly, it was because after he made a touchdown, he was all excited.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of just, giving a high five to somebody in the padded wall, yet he sticks his head right in the padded wall. Answer.
Gosh, man.
Initials GF. You'll get it now.
Gus Frerotte?
Gus Frerotte.
Wow.
That is correct.
Gus Frerotte.
Boy, can you imagine?
Washington Redskins.
Yeah, that's right. Imagine telling the
Number 12
coach, or telling everybody what happened to you. How'd you get hit hard? Well, kind of, but I sort of did it to myself. Okay.
Man.
How about
Jeremy Affelt slicing his finger, taking a steak knife to separate two frozen patties while he was cooking out in the backyard?
Oh,
wow.
Or was it Kevin Mitchell who was afraid of spiders and he woke up in a nightmare and he stepped through, he broke it, he did something, he cut himself on a glass table because he had a nightmare. And he ran through the middle of the night and he
freak accident. Yeah.
Or Dave, who was Mike Ivey, the hunting knife. Remember he played for the Giants and he did slice. I mean, these guys gotta be. You have to walk around with kid gloves. Or you have to have a personal trainer like Scott to walk around and make sure you don't get hurt.
They got stuff in their contracts on things that they just can't do. No skiing.
No skiing, snowboarding.
Water skiing, snowboarding.
Motorcycles now. Wasn't it Jeff Kent that went down on a motorcycle back in his day?
Yeah. Then he said, oh, I was washing my car and fell off my truck.
Sliding around on his feet.
Yeah.
What was we talked about this a few shows earlier. Cal Ripken. I mean, he played basketball in the off season, pick up games and stuff like that. And he never got hurt. He was one of the few.
Yeah.
One of the few. Okay. How about this? Worst trades in sports history. So we're going to start at the bottom here. And again, I know there's going to be a million more than this, but Kevin Garnett to the Boston Celtics. Remember that? He played for the Timberwolves.
Yep.
So he was exchanged for 5 players, 2 first-round draft picks, and cash considerations. The 7-for-1 exchange marks the biggest NBA trade for one player, and I guess it's probably him who I think he wanted to get out, right?
Oh, sure, yeah, because
the Timberwolves weren't going anywhere.
He knew Allen. He knew they were going to get Ray Allen. He knew he knew they were going to build a superpower in Boston, and he won a championship.
And you know what? I love Ray Allen, but you know what? I think he's getting to the end. If you've been noticing him play recently, he's just not hitting the shots.
Okay,
how old is he now?
Hey, if Ray Allen was here, we're looking and go, hey Edward, hey, they throw me in there. They tell me, hey, make 3-point shots. They put it in my hands. I make the shot.
He absolutely
does
the best he can. And like I said, I love the guy. But again, we talked about this before. It's like when I love Willie Mays, right? But toward the end of his career, like you said, trying to...
Yeah, but Ray Allen's not going to fall over into the stands trying to catch a pass. I mean, in the case of Willie Mays, he fell in the outfield trying to make a routine catch. I mean, that was sad. But boy, I mean, Ray had...
You've been watching the games, though. I mean,
sure.
Is Ray... He's not up to the same Ray. I mean, he used to just...
Well, no, I mean, the regular Ray would be in the starting 5, but he knows he's long in the tooth. But still, hey, I mean, hey, if somebody's paying me good money to make threes when I gotta have it, then I'm gonna do it.
There for good money.
Yeah.
Make a fool out of myself.
Yeah.
And I can hit a 3-pointer. Just foul me as I'm doing a layup, and I'll make one. Okay. Wayne Gretzky to the Los Angeles Kings. Remember the great one?
Oh yeah.
In fact,
Edmonton Oilers.
That's it. Greatest hockey player of all time, and he learned about his trade just hours after winning the Stanley Cup with the Oilers in 1988. So he agreed to the exchange so long as his teammates Mike Krushelnyski, that's what it is, and Marty McSorley would join him in Los Angeles. And that name, like Marty McSorley, I remember that. He
got in a lot of fights.
He got in a lot of fights, and in fact, they had Brashear, I think it was, a real nasty one in the year 2000. And if McSorley thought that he was going to come back, if he thought that he wasn't going to get suspended McSorley was sorely mistaken.
Oh, nice.
Is that a tongue twister for you?
Nice line, host.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. How about this? Green Bay Packers Brett Favre was traded by the Atlanta Falcons for running back Tony Smith.
To the Green Bay Packers.
To the Green Bay Packers,
Yep.
yeah.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history. And it got here Kobe Bryant. Okay, at age 17, let's see, he was drafted out of high school in the 13th round. Yeah, that was a good choice. To the Charlotte Hornets. But he had another team in mind, so he refused to play for them, for any other team but the Lakers. And the Hornets exchanged Bryant for Laker. Who did they trade?
You got me.
Vlade Divac.
Vlade Divac.
Yep.
Wow.
And what I thought was kind of interesting was
I just saw a documentary on Vlade Divac.
really a documentary on it.
Yeah. But the documentary was two brothers, and it was on Vlade Divac and the kid from Croatia.
I remember seeing that. I can't remember his name.
But anyway, they played on the Yugoslavia national team together, and then they had all of that upheaval where Croatia broke away from Yugoslavia, and then it was just there was a great because Croatia had broken away and they had developed its own identity and they had their own flag.
Yeah.
But the Yugoslavian team had won the European Championship.
Okay.
And so they were all celebrating with the Yugoslavian flag, and then somebody came out with a Croatian flag, and then just he wasn't even thinking. Vlade grabbed the flag and tossed it aside. Yeah, and then that was the end of the friendship.
Yeah.
And then Divac didn't even have a chance to really kind of apologize. It's just because the kid tragically died in a car accident when he was 28.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, for the audience out there, this is one that stumped both of us because I cannot remember the player, but I think he was a good three-pointer.
Oh, great three-pointer.
That's right. That part
Petar Stojakovic?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. Petar Stojakovic. Yeah, they both got drafted in the NBA. Vlade went to the Lakers. He goes to the Portland Trail Blazers. Doesn't get a chance to play. Rick Adelman was the head coach. Couldn't give him minutes. So he's traded to the New Jersey Nets. He takes off.
Yeah.
Hits everything. He's an all-star. He's great.
Yeah. I remember,
28 years young. Bam.
I forgot about him dying in a car accident.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it was the off season. He was in Europe, and he was asleep in the car, and his girlfriend was driving. There was a collision with a truck. Died.
So, one thing about Kobe Bryant, I was thinking about he grew up in Philadelphia and played for L.A. Allen Iverson grew up in L.A. and played for Philadelphia. It's kind of interesting how it's kind of flip flop like that. Okay.
Actually, Allen Iverson grew up in Virginia.
Wait a minute, then. Who am I thinking about?
I don't know.
How about Dr. J? He played in Philadelphia.
He did.
I don't know where he grew up, but really,
Allen Iverson
was,
grew up in Virginia Beach, Virginia. That was the big thing. Iverson, he had to serve jail time because he was involved in a fight at a bowling alley.
Yeah.
And it took the governor of Virginia to grant him clemency, and that allowed him to be able to go and play for Georgetown and John Thompson. And then he went from Georgetown to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Wow.
The Allen Iverson story.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of sad because he doesn't really have much money now.
No, yeah, he bankrupt. Yeah.
All the entourage.
Yeah.
Maybe about 50 guys with him. Okay, so we were talking about how Kobe said, the only one I'm going to play for is the Lakers. Do you remember John Elway getting? Remember who drafted him? This is easy.
Well, the Baltimore Colts drafted him, but he told them not to do it.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey man, if you draft me, I'm not going to play for you. I'm going to play baseball for the New York Yankees, who had drafted him."
Oh, that's right.
And in fact, he had gone to camp.
Yeah.
He got to camp with the Yankees. He was a great left-hitting outfielder, and somehow, some way, they were able to make a trade happen, and he became a Denver Bronco, and that was it.
It's like that president who said, he said, if I'm nominated, I will not run. If I'm voted in, I won't serve.
I will not serve. Yeah. To this day, John Elway's most memorable loss, the big game, 1982.
Oh wait, The 82.
Cal Stanford.
Oh, of course.
The play.
Yeah, of course, the play. In fact, a friend of mine was a middle linebacker for Cal, but during the play, he couldn't see it because he was on the sidelines, right? Because he wouldn't be playing at the time. So he goes, well, what's going on? What's going on?
Crazy.
How about Jeff Bagwell to the Houston Astros? He used to be with the Boston Red Sox. And he got
That worked out well for him.
It sure did. He got traded for Larry Anderson, who?
Yeah,
37-year-old relief pitcher
Yeah.
who went on to pitch only 22 innings and 1 save for the Sox. That's a killer. Okay, and of course you got Babe Ruth to the Yankees. We all know about that one. How about Nolan Ryan to the Anaheim Angels? You remember? You know what's funny? He played so many years, and he actually got a World Series ring. When did Nolan Ryan get his World Series ring?
He was with the Mets.
He was with the Mets in
Yeah,
1969.
he was with the New York Mets.
The amazing Mets.
That was the year the Mets won, the Knicks won, and the Jets won.
That's right.
Their individual sports.
That was awesome.
All against Baltimore teams. And then the next year, all the Baltimore teams won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I remember. I was a big.
Look at Scott, just looking at me, amazed.
Like,
Oh, Vern, the knowledge.
That's what well, Scott's a young man here. Okay, Herschel Walker, the Minnesota Vikings.
That's right.
Behold, they said the largest trade in NFL history.
7 guys, is that right?
18 players and draft picks. Sure, they include draft picks.
Draft picks.
So he was with Dallas Cowboys. He traded from the Cowboys in exchange for draft picks. Sparked the Cowboys dynasty in the 1990s.
How about, you'll love this guy, did 5,000 sit-ups and push-ups a day. Hardly ever lifted weights.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Hardly ever lifted weights. He was a freak.
If it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah, man.
You gotta find what works.
Watching him run,
stick with it.
He kind of like a Bo Jackson type. He kind of run over people.
I think Herschel Walker, outside of Jim Brown, the greatest collegiate running back. I think.
For Georgia.
Yeah.
Right? Yes, yeah, I remember. Yeah. If a player's really good, you have to remember what college you went to. Notre Dame, John Montana. Otherwise, some of these guys, you go, where'd they come from? But they made a big.
Should have won the Heisman Trophy his freshman year, which would have been really unheard of.
I remember.
But it went to George Rogers of University of South Carolina. In fact, Georgia played South Carolina that year, and Georgia won because of Herschel Walker.
Wow, guys, you know what? We're got to cut out here. So we're going to cut to our third and final trivia question. Which 1985 St. Louis Cardinal player got his leg caught in the automatic turf machine? The first 3 callers with the correct answer win a free 3-day 2-night stay at the Lighthouse Resort. Their website is lighthouse4fun.com. Call 888-660.
Mighty Herzog's boys.
That's right. 660-4495 to answer this question. Which 1985 St. Louis Cardinal player got his leg caught in the automatic tarp machine? Make sure to include your name, email address, speak slowly, spell out your email letter one letter at a time. Your email, spell it 1 letter at a time. And don't touch that dial because Sports Econ 101 will be back for this answer and some closing comments. And if you remember, he used to play with the Mets also. That's a little hint. Yeah, I thought you'd get that one right away.
St. Louis Cardinal.
In fact, it kept
Keith Hernandez?
No. Yeah, it kept him out of the playoffs.